with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Throwing right away is Daniels. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Daniels. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right near the 45 at the 44.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Daniels going to try to sneak. And he's going to have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
I think 4th down quarterback sneak there, though it worked on 3rd. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Farley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Commanders first down.
Bronco quick, Bronco quick.
This is Quinshawn Judkins, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play. Maybe to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the run.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, set. Ready, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Come on, set. Bronco.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 more. turns that go around a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to set up a screen for Drew. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 7.
The Cowboys had 8-3 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd and 3. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Back to throw again. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To the air goes Daniels. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That's taken in by Franklin.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense back out there. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Daniels. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Daniels. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Firing
quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on, 19 targets.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Farley. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Roll.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Arian Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
2nd and 13. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now how about finding this guy without a home? Signed as a free agent this past week.
Doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not sure how you felt about it, but I thought he would have had a home a long time before this. And now just find a way to put it in his hands and let him run.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, it's Chauncey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw here.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw now. Thomas yet again complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver has got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Come on. Six the Eagles. Six the Eagles.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
This on 1st and goal. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Brian Thomas, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14 to 7. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Taken down at the 42.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Here's Daniels. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st down, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Now back to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this into the hands of Blue. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Adonai Mitchell there to make the grab. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
22. Commanders.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Able to slither by.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Bronco switch.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morrison.
Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air goes Daniels.
He finds his man complete. That's Morrison.
Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Washington Commanders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Liking 18.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Daniels. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. 2nd down, goal to go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's caught. Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Mikey. 2nd and 10
2nd Up the middle, it's Williams. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the lost column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnover.
He's bad news, yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same my Dixie, same rowdy.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold wanna cry.